Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So if you have been following along for the last couple of weeks, you will know that I'm currently in South Australia and I have been exploring the beautiful coastline that makes up the Eyre Peninsula. So I do highly recommend jump back and watch part 1 and part 2. For this video, I will be taking you guys through the beautiful Coffin Bay National Park, which I'm so excited to tick off this location. Everyone hypes it up, so I'm sure it will live up to the expectation. It is South Australia after all, so no doubt we're going to get like the bluest water and the whitest sand, like you can see right behind us here. Now, for the most part, the Coffin Bay National Park is only available to four-wheel drive vehicles. Now, there's definitely portions that you can get to with two-wheel drive, which we'll probably stick to those areas today, just because we've come in a little bit later, and then tomorrow morning we'll be up nice and early, working with those tide times and getting out to potentially some of those like more hard to reach locations. For now, we're just going to explore around here. I'm going to jump back in the car. I'm going to head over to a spot called Almonta Beach. I'm sure that location amongst all of them are not going to disappoint. You do need your daily vehicle permit, so I've just booked today and tomorrow. I might just sort of see how tomorrow goes. If I do need some extra days, we'll just book it as we go. So we've got a small trek to get down to the beach, but already this is looking like it is going to be a perfect spot to spend the afternoon. So I reckon we'll chill out here, and then we're actually camping out at the Yankee campground, I think it is. But oh my God, check out this beach. If this is going to be the standard of beaches whilst we're here, we will absolutely be staying longer than 2 days. It is actually supposed to be on the cloudier side tomorrow, but then I think it does clear up as we go on through the week. So I think we'll just play it by ear, but right now I'm just going to enjoy this sunshine for as long as we've got it. I spoke too soon saying I had the whole place to myself, but in saying that, I don't blame anyone for coming here because this is absolutely beautiful. We are about 10 minutes away from our camping site for tonight. We are up nice and early in the morning just with the tide time, so we might actually head straight up to our campsite now, have an early dinner, and then yeah, bright and early tomorrow morning. Morning guys, so we've gotten up nice and early. I've had my coffee. The sunrise over that campsite was freaking beautiful, and thank God Australia is officially outside of daylight savings hours, so the sun rose at 6:30 a.m, which for me, being an early bird, I much prefer that. But today we've got, a lot of driving to get done. So where we are camping, we are effectively going to be traveling up to 7 Mile Beach and then across to Sensation Beach. So it's about an hour and a half, depending on track conditions, because yes, this is going to be four-wheel drive tracks for pretty much the rest of the day. I'm thinking with all the effort we're going to be putting in, I'm probably going to camp out that way as well. So yeah, I think I'll book that when we get there. I have put the tires down. This first part of the track isn't too crazy, but I've still put the tires down to 25 just to kick us off, and then I think as we get onto the softer sand we'll drop it down to maybe 16. We'll just sort of like play it by ear, but let's get on the road and hopefully we get to see some pretty epic beaches. The sand is progressively getting a little bit softer, so we're going to drop the tires down again. I might just drop them down to 20, and then once again we're just going to keep changing it as we need to. So we're about to jump onto 7 Mile Beach, and so far the track has been, I'm going to say, pretty uneventful. Like, you've definitely got your boggy sections and then of course all the rocky and the sandy sections as well, but yeah, very smooth sailing. So apparently 7 Mile Beach is where you can see a lot of emus, like literally in the water, so hopefully we can see that and she's not too boggy. But let's jump on the beach and check it out. I actually remember reading about this. So this whale washed up on the beach back in like 2010. So it's crazy to think that it is still here. That is a huge skeleton. I'm not even sure what kind of whale it is. I'll have to do a little bit of research on it, but that is probably just about as long as my PT. It's moments like this that I'm so sad that I don't have a boogie board in the car. This would be so much fun to do, but I am pretty keen to get over to Sensation Beach pretty early. So this could be an activity on the way out. So I reckon over the next day or two, I'm going to see if I can find something that will work as a substitute. That track in was definitely tight. I think I've got so many new scratches on the BT, which look, it'll buff out. That's what I'm adventuring for. It's not about keeping my car in perfect nick, but I have made it out to Sensation Beach. When I pulled in, there was actually a few people here, but everyone turned around except for one person who's walked over, because turns out you actually have to drive over this huge sand dune to get onto the beach, which look, I wasn't aware of that. I don't think anyone else was. I'm almost tempted to give it a try. Like, if it was really soft, I probably wouldn't try it, but it's pretty firm. The only thing I'm worried about is there's one ridge. Let me show you guys. it does change our plans ever so slightly for today. I am still going to walk down to the beach. Obviously, we're going to go check it out. However, where we are right now, if we drive another hour, we can actually get to potentially a more remote part of the Coffin National Park, which I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to tick that off on my list, but we've got the entire day free now that the plans have changed ever so slightly. So we might actually head out that way, and then there is some pretty cool camping out there as well. So yeah, let's go check out this beach and we'll go from there. That is such a beautiful beach, but we are still working with tide time, so we're going to start making our way over to our next spot now. I feel like it was just sunny like 2 seconds ago, but the sun is playing a little bit of hard to get. I've done a little bit of driving around and I went and checked out the local campsite that you can book, which is called The Pool. Not bad, don't get me wrong, but I've come out to this spot that my friend Pin dropped me. So obviously the views are incredible. So I parked up here. We might just sort of suss this out this afternoon, but the weather being a bit hit and miss, I'm thinking that we might just throw a line in, try our luck with some fishing. I can literally see some seals playing in the water as well. So I might even throw the drone up and show you guys that, and then we'll head on down to the beach. Alright, this little guy is going back in, not quite what we're looking for. So the legal limit for flathead here in South Australia is 30 centimeters. I have no idea if that one was or not. I felt like it was under, which is why I threw it back in, but I've gone back to the car. I've got a jacket because it's getting a little bit cold, but I also got a ruler, so the next one we catch, fingers crossed it's a keeper. After literally trying all afternoon to see if I could catch something else, I had no luck, but look, we did catch that first flathead, so that definitely counts. I was getting a lot of bites on the line, so it might be worthwhile trying again tomorrow. However, I can see a couple of storm clouds rolling in, so we're going to head back to camp, set up, and then figure out what to have for dinner. I ended up getting up nice and early and trying my luck again with fishing. No luck at all. Maybe that one flathead was literally just like a one-hit wonder. Plan of attack today, we are going to head back to 7 Mile Beach. So I have decided to stay another night again. I think this place is absolutely beautiful. I'll admit, like, there's not a heap to do, but I also think that's also refreshing. Like, sometimes it's nice just to actually just like stop, slow down, relax a little bit. So I have booked a campsite over there, which is Morgan's Landing. So yeah, we're gonna make the commute over there whilst we're in that low tide period, and hopefully we can see some emus on the beach today as well. This has got to be the glassiest water I have ever seen. That is absolutely beautiful. So we're going to chill out here for a little while. We can effectively check into our campsite at 2 p.m. So yeah, we might just chill out, do a little bit of fishing, and we'll head on over there from here. It's actually turned out to be such a beautiful day today. Now, before we head to camp, I realized that I promised that I was going to see if I could find something to sled down these sandhills with. Although I didn't find anything, I realized I had these boxes in the back of my car, so I was like, the lids will surely do the job, right? I guess we'll find out one way or another. So we're going to hike up there. It is a very warm part of the day, so I'm sure this is going to get us ready for a little bit of a swim before we head to camp as well. I'm actually slightly embarrassed as to how exhausting that is to get up here. I reckon that's probably the hardest part. Oh my god, this is such a fail. This is not working at all. Am I too heavy for this? Is that what it is? Alright, can confirm our box lid does not work, but at least we gave it a go. I don't think I could have planned that any better. There's definitely parts of 7 Mile Beach you would not be able to cross at high tide, and we're about 2 hours outside of that now. So we've come out to our campsite. So this is Morgan's Landing, campsite number 1. First of all, this space is huge. It's obviously just me, so I'm going to enjoy it, but number 1 is the only one that has beachfront views. So let me show you guys this spot and then we'll get set up. I've literally been at this all day with no luck at all. I feel like if I had to survive off of what I caught, I probably wouldn't survive for long, let's be real, but it is relaxing, so I am determined to keep at it. We will catch something eventually, but I am going to close off this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this location as much as I have. It is so relaxing, so highly recommend come and check this spot out, but I will see you guys all in the next video. I don't know exactly where that'll be just yet, but I am wrapping around the coast, so I'm sure I'll figure it out pretty quickly.